Girlboss rally. Thank you all for being here. I'm so grateful. Girlboss wouldn't be what it is without any of you, not a single one of you. I want to thank the Girlboss team for making today possible. They've worked so hard to bring this beautiful day to life. And I want to thank our investors and our advisors who are here, as well as our potential investors. I hope you like what we're doing. I want to thank my parents for being here. Mom and Dad are in the house. And my incredibly supportive boyfriend, Galen, who's also here. This weekend, we get to hear from 120 smart, accomplished, strong women that I feel so lucky to share this stage with. Yes, they will be inspiring, and yes, you will be inspired. But this weekend is about so much more than inspiration. So I'm going to tell you a little story. I was so fucking inspired when we started Girlboss. I thought raising money was going to be so easy. I went to the Code conference, the big fancy technology conference. I showed face to remind all the investors there that I was starting another business. And then after that, I followed up and went to San Francisco and asked to just grab a coffee. This is like the protocol, the advice. I'm sorry if any investors are here, and like you guys know, it's like there's a protocol here. So I really just wanted to update them again on the company's progress, and I guess it worked, because then we got into the pitch meetings. And we got to pitch some of Silicon Valley's most primo investors, and that alone was a career moment for me that I even got into that room, because so few people even get into those rooms. I bought an amazing white suit. I fixed my janky hair extensions. I don't know what the hair looked like at that point, because it's like new every day. And I practiced my pitch until I knew it like the back of my hand, even though I don't know what the back of my hand looks like, and I hope it was pretty good. And I put on what I thought was a dazzling display of brilliance. I was so sure I had nailed it. And I thought that because I had already built a really big business, that these guys would be like, and it was mostly guys, they'd be like, hell yeah, do that again. Take my money. But what I found out is that I was being judged on what I was doing and what I was about to do, not what I'd done in a past life. So I kept playing the protocol. I kept it cool. I waited a few days. It's a lot like dating. And then I followed up. Crickets. And eventually, I heard back, and the response was unanimous. You're not ready. I'd been so goddamn stoked, and I instead found myself totally defeated. Was this a pattern in my career? There's a lot of that question gets asked a lot. Was this a pattern in my career? Am I a joke? Have I already failed? And I woke up every day and felt so rejected and so alone. I think you guys know what that feels like if you're an entrepreneur. My inspiration had vanished right in front of my eyes like an AOL email. Whoosh. It's a little different. Whoosh. I don't know. So yeah, we're here to be inspired. But what happens when we leave here? What happens 6 months from now? What happens when we think we're maybe going in the right direction, but we don't know, and we're frozen in fear? When we're pulling our hair out, trying to complete a project on time? When we desperately need to make the next step, and what got us here won't get us there? When our inspiration vanishes right in front of our eyes? And when the biggest venture capitalists in Silicon Valley tell you to get lost? The answer is not what helps us, but who helps us. And that's what I've learned as an only child. I used to hate the word community. And I've learned the hard way that it's the people. It's the people who keep us going. And there's a great African proverb that goes something like, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. So back to my sad story about venture capital. I went back to LA with my tail between my legs and turned to Neha Gandhi, our COO, who you'll meet very shortly, who had been in those pitch meetings with me. She had quit her big job at Refinery 29 to build a company with me, and she'd moved across the country because she believed in Girlboss. I cried. Neha, where did I go wrong? Why didn't these investors believe in me? Why do you believe in me? What's wrong with you? But she's someone who had believed in the power of Girlboss all along. And I realized that that was all I needed. And she said, Girlboss is too important. Girlboss is a movement. And Sophia, we have to keep going. What we're doing is too important not to do. So I went out and kept pitching, and I kept pitching, and I kept pitching. And thank God I did, because can you guys look at this, what this amazing team has done here today? I just want to... spent enough time in dive bars to learn that one. And I realized that often all it takes is one person to help us get unstuck. And for me, that person was Neha. And for you, that person could be in this room today. This weekend is about building community in a time where people are feeling farther and farther apart. We're looking for meaning, and we're finding it in all the wrong places. Social media has us connected 24 hours a day, but we're tired of it. It makes us feel like crap. It wastes our time. We learn nothing. We hate ourselves. We compare ourselves. And in the end, we feel even more alone. How does that work? There's a great quote by a band called Pearls Before Swine that I love, and it goes, "If all that you're sharing is just what you wear, then I guess that not sharing is the only thing you share." And that's what we've been doing on the internet. We've been playing dress up. We've been competing to show the world what an amazing life we have. But chest beating doesn't work when you have boobs, does it? It's a mic pack that's just pulling the whole thing down. We've been sharing all the wrong things. And I want Girlboss to be a place where we can share the right things. Told her I was going to do this. Feels good to have conviction. It wouldn't work if I didn't. We can't let this feeling expire when we leave here today. And social media doesn't have to be a garbage experience. Last November, at the Girlboss rally in New York, I announced that we were launching a new social network. A place where you can share not just what you do, but who you are, because you're not LinkedIn Monday through Friday and Instagram on weekends. I'm never LinkedIn, so we all know we're so much more than that. This is a place where you can celebrate, yes, your career moments, but also your dreams, your Girlboss moments, your side hustles, and even your Myers-Briggs type. If you know what that is, it's a little esoteric. You can go to like 16personalities.com or something. I figured out. We want to have a quiz on our site where you can do it. We just haven't built it yet. This is a place where you can meet a co-founder, a confidant, a client, or even a friend. And over the course of the last 7 months, we built that shit. This team built the first professional network for ambitious women like you. And by professional, I don't mean that you're a doctor or a lawyer, and you belong here if you are a doctor or a lawyer, but I wouldn't belong if it was only for those types of professionals. And what I mean by professional is that it just means you're serious about your future. That's all it is. It's pretty simple. Where you're not defined by your resume. And Girlboss is a place that no matter where you are on your trajectory, you are welcome. Where you can search for like-minded women across the country, you can connect, you can ask and answer questions with what today is already over 5,000 members. Hopefully everyone in this room. Many of whom are trying to solve the same problems that you are. And contrary to what I floated at last year's rally, the community is totally free. And as of today, she's alive. And she's beautiful. Welcome to the new Girlboss. We have an amazing day planned for you today. Rupi Kaur is here. I'm so excited to see her. And I'll see you guys later. Thank you.